All right, finance fans, ready for Lesson 8.
Lesson 8 it is.
We're diving into something special today.
Yeah, a real exam question.
From the AQA GCSE Business Studies Paper 2.
From 2022, no less.
We're going to tackle a 9-marker, right?
A 9-marker.
Using our trusty PEELC strategy.
Point, evidence, explanation, link, conclusion.
It's like our roadmap for,
For building a really solid argument, it is.
Think of yourselves as business owners.
Facing a tough decision.
A real financial head-scratcher.
And, of course, shout out to Google LM Notebook.
For all the audio magic behind this.
All right, so let's set the scene.
Okay.
You're running Skate4U Ltd.
Skate4U Ltd. Got it.
A skateboarding company, obviously.
Makes sense.
You have an amazing opportunity
Uh-oh, I like opportunities.
to sponsor a national skateboarding competition.
Sounds pretty big.
It is. It is.
For how much?
For 50,000 pounds.
Okay, 50,000 pounds. That's a chunk of change.
It is.
So the question is,
are you going to finance it?
how do we finance it? Big question.
All right, so decision time.
Decision time, bro.
We need to weigh our options here.
Carefully, I'm guessing.
Let's use PEELC to break it down.
Okay, love it.
First up, retained profit.
Retain profit. Okay.
Skate4U has 122,000 pounds of it
From when?
from 2020.
Right, so 2020. Got it.
Essentially, money the business has earned.
But hasn't spent yet.
Exactly.
Okay.
Big plus. No interest costs.
That's a nice plus.
And you'd still have 72,000 pounds left over.
Ooh, healthy buffer. I like that.
It's the safe
A
option.
responsible option, you're saying.
Minimizes risk.
Always good in business.
But there's always another side.
Uh-oh, I was wondering when that was coming.
The overdraft.
The overdraft option. Okay.
Skate4U has a 65,000 pound limit.
Okay.
55,000 pounds still available.
So they've used some already.
10,000, yeah.
All right, so they've dipped in a little.
It's tempting, right?
I mean, keeps the profit untouched.
But there's a catch.
There's always a catch.
12% annual interest rate.
Ooh, that's not insignificant.
No, it's not.
Let's crunch some numbers.
Right.
If they repay within 6 months.
They're looking at 3,000 pounds in interest.
Okay, so that flexibility.
It comes at a cost,
It definitely does.
especially with their recent sales dip.
Oh, they've had a sales dip.
Yep, from 850,000 pounds in 2019
Okay, so they were doing pretty well.
to 610,000 pounds in 2020.
So a pretty significant drop.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
And what if the sponsorship costs more?
Then that 50,000,
Yeah,
that remaining overdraft.
that cushion's not looking so comfy now.
Definitely not.
So which option?
Which way do we go? This is the big question.
From a purely financial perspective,
Yeah.
retained profit seems like the
The more prudent choice,
definitely less risky.
but are they missing out?
What do you mean?
By not taking the risk, I mean,
Ah, I see.
it could be a growth opportunity.
That's a good point.
It's not just minimizing costs, is it?
No, it's not.
It's about maximizing potential.
Yeah, right.
Maybe we need to, I don't know.
Dig a little deeper
Yeah, dig a little deeper.
into the potential return on investment.
Of this sponsorship.
Exactly.
Okay, let's unpack that then.
Right.
What could Skate4U gain?
From this competition.
Yeah, is it worth the risk?
Good question. This sponsorship could be a real game changer.
Could it? How so?
For Skate4U, I mean,
Right, Skate4U.
think about the exposure they'd get.
Exposure, okay?
Thousands of fans,
Skateboarding fan.
passionate ones, yeah.
So potential customers.
Exactly.
New customers.
All eyes on their brand.
So it's bigger than just like,
Bigger than immediate sales.
yeah.
It's about awareness,
Brand awareness.
building a loyal customer base,
Okay, building loyalty. Got it.
creating a buzz.
Buzz around their products.
Exactly.
All right, I'm seeing the potential here.
But how do they measure success?
Ah, that's the key question, isn't it?
How do they know it's worth it?
Yeah, worth the investment.
That's where KPIs come in.
KPIs. Now those sound familiar.
Key performance indicators. That's right.
Measurable values.
That show what?
How effectively a company is doing
Doing what specifically?
achieving their key objectives.
Their objectives. Okay.
So what KPIs should Skate4U track
Yeah, what data will tell them?
if this sponsorship's working?
If it's hitting the mark, basically.
Yeah.
Give me some examples.
Well, they could monitor website traffic
Okay. Website traffic,
and social media engagement
engagement, right?
during the competition and after.
So did mentions of Skate4U increase?
Good question, yeah.
Did they gain followers?
Are people talking about them?
So tracking the online buzz.
Exactly.
Seeing if it translates to, well,
To real engagement.
right.
But beyond the online stuff,
There's more?
are sales going up?
Ah, the bottom line.
Are people buying their product?
After seeing them at the competition.
Exactly.
So connecting the sponsorship.
Directly to revenue.
The ultimate goal.
Yes, absolutely.
But you said it's not just sales.
Right, there's more to it.
What else then? They could track brand awareness.
Brand awareness, okay.
Do perception surveys?
What do those tell you?
Has the sponsorship improved their image?
Interesting.
Do people associate them with
With what kind of things?
positive qualities, you know,
Give me an example.
like athleticism or coolness
Okay, yeah.
or community support?
So building long-term brand equity,
Exactly.
which is tricky to measure,
It is.
but very valuable
Incredibly valuable, yeah.
for the future of the company.
Absolutely.
And while we're on the topic of value,
Yeah.
what about media coverage?
Oh, good point.
Did any news outlets feature them
Or skateboarding publications, maybe?
during the competition?
What was the reach of that coverage?
So how much free publicity
Essentially, yeah.
did they gain from the sponsorship
That's a smart way to leverage it.
to get their brand out there?
Exactly.
So by tracking all these KPIs
Skate4U can get a clear picture.
of whether the sponsorship was, well,
A success.
did it achieve their goals?
Like raising
Take to
awareness.
jails, yeah.
Enhancing their image.
Okay, so like a post-game analysis.
Yeah, for their marketing.
They can learn from the data,
Fine-tune their approach.
make better decisions next time.
It's a cycle, you see.
Of planning, implementing, measuring,
Zap time.
adapting
The key to growth, right?
for any business.
But what if, you know,
What if?
the data shows it didn't work?
Ah, that's a good point.
How should they approach that?
It's easy to get discouraged,
When things don't go as planned.
but it's a learning opportunity.
Not a failure.
Exactly.
So don't dwell on the negative.
Focus on the lessons.
Ask some tough questions.
Like, was the target audience right?
For the competition, you mean?
Was the format a good fit?
For their brand?
Did they leverage the sponsorship well?
Through social media, maybe?
Or other marketing efforts?
So pinpoint areas for improvement.
Yeah, maybe refine the target audience.
Choose a different sponsorship.
Or revamp the whole strategy.
That takes guts, you know?
To admit it didn't work.
And to change course.
But sometimes saying no
To a sponsorship.
is the smartest move.
For the long term.
It's about being strategic,
Selective, yeah.
choosing the right opportunities,
The ones with the highest potential.
like a gardener tending to their plants,
I like that.
making sure they thrive.
This whole deep dive has shown
What has it shown?
the importance of data-driven decision.
In business, you mean?
Yeah, it's not just gut feelings.
It's about evidence, analysis,
Making informed choices.
like having a compass, you know?
To guide you through the business world.
And PEELC is like the framework,
For organizing that data.
building a persuasive argument.
Arriving at solid conclusion.
Powerful combination, I'd say.
For tackling any business challenge.
But stepping back a bit,
Okay.
what does this whole dilemma tell us?
About the bigger picture.
Yeah, what are the broader challenges?
And opportunities for businesses.
Today, I mean,
That's a great question.
I thought so.
This scenario shows, you know,
Shows what?
how important brand building is.
Okay. Brand building,
In a world with so much choice.
so many options.
Competition everywhere.
Businesses need to stand out,
Go beyond traditional marketing.
you're saying,
Forge real connections.
with their audience.
Cultivate a strong identity.
Cut through the noise.
Exactly.
Sponsoring events can help.
It can, but it needs planning.
Careful execution.
It's not a guaranteed win.
It's a tool, you're saying,
A strategic tool.
that needs to be used wisely.
And businesses need to be agile,
Agile. What does that mean?
adaptable, you
In
know,
today's market,
which is rapidly evolving.
things change fast these days.
The days of rigid plans are gone.
Gone. Okay.
Companies need to be dynamic,
Dynamic. All right.
data-driven, and ready to pivot.
Pivot, like change direction.
Embrace new opportunities.
It's like riding a wave.
I like that.
You have to adjust, balance, react.
To stay on top.
That captures the essence
I have what?
of entrepreneurship. Navigating uncertainty, taking risks.
Constantly evolving.
We've covered so much ground.
We have
Financial strategy, marketing, data,
even broader trends,
shaping the business world.
and all by analyzing this question.
This exam question,
Using PEELC,
PEELC has been our guide.
helping us think clearly.
Break down information.
Draw conclusions.
These skills are invaluable
Not just in business,
in any field, really.
where clear thinking matters.
And persuasive communication.
It's a framework for that.
Clear, concise, compelling.
But before we wrap up,
Yeah?
final thought for our listeners.
Okay, hit me.
We've talked about data, right?
Data being important.
But is there a downside?
To relying on it too much.
Could it stifle creativity?
Ah, that's interesting.
That spark of intuition.
That leads to breakthroughs.
Exactly.
A good point.
Data is a tool.
But it shouldn't overshadow everything.
Human judgment, intuition.
We need a balance.
Like a chef with a recipe.
But they add their own flair.
To create something special.
Yeah. It's that fusion, isn't it?
Data and intuition.
That leads to great results. The entrepreneurial journey.
What about it?
It's a dance,
For the dance.
between logic and creativity.
Data and intuition.
It's a journey with challenges,
And rewards.
setbacks, triumphs,
But it's satisfying,
to build something meaningful.
I agree.
This deep dive has been amazing.
It has.
We've gone beyond the numbers,
Into the heart of business.
from balancing the books.
To navigating those
It's
storms.
been quite a ride.
I agree.
And PEELC has been our guide,
Throughout it all.
helping us analyze and understand.
These skills are essential.
It's a reminder that learning,
Never stops.
there's always more to discover.
Keep asking questions.
Push the boundaries of knowledge.
The business world is evolving.
Endless opportunities out there
It's been a pleasure diving deep.
with you all.
We hope you've gained some insights.
Sharpened your skills
Maybe even found a passion.
for the world of business.
And now we need to focus back.
Back to what?
To Skate for You.
Oh, right.
And their dilemma.
We explored the sponsorship.
The benefits, the risks.
But what about stability? Financial stability,
That's crucial.
especially for them now.
With those declining sales.
And the unpredictable market.
How can they make smart decisions?
Not just for this sponsorship
But for the long-term health.
of their business.
It all comes down to this
Here go-
responsible financial management.
Financial stability, huh? It really is the foundation, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
For any business, really.
Especially for State for You right now.
With their sales dip and...
And that unpredictable market.
So how can they make sure,
Their finances are solid.
not just for this sponsorship, but
The long haul, yeah.
what steps can they take?
Well, it all starts with understanding
Understanding what?
their current financial position.
Okay, so where they stand right now.
Exactly. That means cash flow,
Cash flow, got it.
tracking expenses carefully,
Making sure they have enough
working capital, yeah.
to cover those, what did you call them?
Short-term obligations.
Right, use essentials. A financial health check.
Yeah, good way to put it.
Make sure everything's running smoothly,
No warning signs.
but it's not just about the present, is it?
No, they need a plan for the future.
A financial plan, you mean?
Exactly. Setting goals.
Realistic goals, I'm guessing.
Stars.
And what else?
A budgeting process.
Okay, so knowing where the money's going.
And exploring financing options.
For growth, right.
To fuel those ambitions.
Yep, like mapping out their journey.
A financial roadmap.
Making sure they have enough fuel.
And heading in the right direction.
But what about those unexpected,
Bumps in the road.
yeah, those unexpected bumps?
That's where risk management comes in.
Ah, risk management, okay.
Identifying potential risks.
Financial risks, you mean?
Assessing their impact.
And having a plan to, well,
To mitigate them, yeah.
so being proactive, not just reactive.
Exactly. Anticipating challenges.
Having a plan to navigate them.
Because in business, let's be honest,
Things rarely go smoothly.
very rarely.
There are unexpected costs,
Market fluctuations.
even crises sometimes.
A good risk management strategy.
Can help them through that,
Mm,
like a safety net.
yeah, good analogy.
But even with the best planning,
There are external factors.
outside their control, you mean?
The economy, for example.
The economy, ah, yes.
It can be unpredictable.
It can be a roller coaster.
Affecting businesses of all sizes.
And these days, there are a lot of...
Economic challenges.
What kind of challenges?
Inflation, interest rates,
Supply chain issues.
global uncertainty,
It's a complex landscape.
even for the experts.
So how can Skate for You stay ahead?
They need to stay informed
Informed about what?
about economic trends,
Okay, so keeping an eye on the news,
analyzing how those trends might,
affect their business.
and then adjusting their strategy.
It's like
Like what?
a ship captain, maybe?
Oh, okay, I like that.
Monitoring the weather forecast
And adjusting course.
to avoid the storms.
A good captain needs a good crew.
Ah, so Skate for You needs a strong team.
A financial team, marketing, sales.
All working together.
Towards that shared goal
But even more important,
is the captain,
the leader at the helm, you mean?
making those tough calls.
It takes more than just numbers.
It does.
It takes vision, strategic thinking,
Inspiring the team.
especially in tough times.
A strong leader is crucial.
Wow, this deep dive has been Well,
It's been a lot.
we've gone from an exam question
To the whole ocean of business.
from balancing the books.
To weathering those storms.
Quite a journey.
It has been.
And PEELC, our trusty guide,
Helping us every step of the way.
it's shown us how to analyze,
Formulate arguments.
draw conclusions
These skills are valuable.
in any field, really. It's a reminder, isn't it?
A reminder of what?
That learning never stops.
Keep that curiosity alive. Keep asking those questions.
Push those boundaries.
The business world is always changing.
Endless opportunities out there. It's been a pleasure.
Diving deep with you all.
We hope you've gained something,
Sharpened your skills, maybe.
found a passion for business, even,
And that brings us to the end.
of our deep dive.
A huge thanks to Google LM Notebook.
For the audio magic.
Until next time, keep those spirits high.
And remember, this was a
PEELC strategy production.
That's a wrap on our GCSE Business Studies Deep Dive.
Catch you next time for more finance adventures.